Hey, New Hope Church, Pastor Tex here from the Alvin campus. And let me tell you, Revive Weekend is almost here. I don't know about you, but I've been hearing and telling so many students about it. We are so excited. We're so excited because this year Revive Weekend is going to be the greatest one we've ever put on. From our months of planning and prayerful considerations on everything going on this year, we know that Jesus is going to do an incredible thing in your student's life. And in fact, I want to share just a moment with you our heart. Our mission statement is John 3:30. And that mission statement essentially says this, that he must become greater and I must become less. We are all about seeing students taking the steps to follow Jesus and see their lives transformed by him into leaders. And so we want you to understand that we have no better expression of that mission statement than Revive Weekend. It is the most beautiful expression of that because students' lives are constantly being transformed. For many students, this is the first time they're going to really encounter Jesus. And they're going to choose this weekend to make him Lord of their life. And they're going to follow him, and it's going to change everything. They're going to click, that light bulb's going to go off, and it's going to be incredible to watch. Number two is so many students that get busy, they start following Christ, but then they get kind of just distracted by the world, busy with all that's going on in school, and then they completely kind of get off track. And Revive Weekend is essentially that, a reawakening, reigniting that fire and that passion for Jesus. And so we see students' lives being changed. In fact, when I was just in college, I was one of their Bible study leaders here at New Hope Church. And I remember one student in particular, when he was really young in high school, he was at this group, and he was just kind of what we would call a slacker today. He fell asleep during the Bible studies, wasn't really excited to be there, didn't really do a ton of paying attention, but God wrapped him up in his grace that weekend, and his life was changed. He gave his life to Jesus, and there that light bulb went off. And let me tell you, by the time that guy graduated, not only had he started this club in his high school that now is in many of your schools in the area called City. And not only did that student do that, during this time, he ended up affecting so many students' lives, and it all comes back to Jesus moving through him during Revive Weekend. And so I want to kind of take this time to say that your student is going to see some incredible things at Revive Weekend. And I believe that more importantly than anything else, that your student's going to see, they're going to take steps forward towards Jesus. They're going to encounter him in ways they never did before. And during this weekend, we're going to see them chase Jesus better than ever after this. Our heart is that they would come to know him and that they would follow him like they never have before. And so one of the ways we talked and we prayed about how can we do that best, we decided that we're going to cut the cost of Revive Weekend entirely for the first month. Usually it costs $45, but we decided we want everyone and their mom to go. Well, maybe not their moms, but we want every student from 6th grade to 12th grade in Friendswood, Pearland, and Alvin to go. And so we cut the cost to $25. And so we want you, before Christmas, you need to sign up to get a part of this deal. So sign up, you can do it today on our website, thekrush.org. You can do that by picking up one of our forms. At any of our campuses, you can go to the Student Center, and they're all going to have forms at one of their information desks. Or the third way you can do is you can go to a giving kiosk where they do the credit cards and everything, and you can click to pay for Revive Weekend that way. So 3 great ways. Thekrush.org is incredibly simple, incredibly easy. We try to make this as easy as a process for you because we know that we want to see your students' lives change. And so in order for us to do it, we want to take all the difficulties out because we want to see God transform your students' lives. So I want to challenge you to bring your students to, and if you don't have a student, take the moment, share this link. Maybe you're a student who's graduated and moved on, and you know that God's used this event to make a huge impact in your life. So why don't you do us a huge favor, click share, get this out there. We want everyone to be able to come be a part of Revive Weekend, and that this year would be the greatest Revive Weekend we've ever had. So guys, we're praying for you. We know God's going to do incredible things, and more than anything, we know that we're going to make him great and make ourselves less. He must become greater and we must become less. I'll see you guys soon. Have a wonderful day.